Hey guys, what's up? Hitmarthrow here, and welcome back to Let's Play Mario Superstar Baseball. In the last episode, well, believe it or not, after beating Wario's team a couple times, I said off-screen that I would go and get the rest of his team. Thankfully, did not take that many tries. It took like 2 tries, but, believe it or not, off-screen, Boo actually became a superstar. Yeah, I know, kind of weird, but he actually did manage to get all 4 of his missions done. Winning with a shutout just means winning and basically the other team does not score. So, I'm not sure if he has to be a pitcher for that to be fulfilled. Maybe he does? I'm not 100% certain, but, yeah, ended up getting all 4 for him, but since I use him a lot, you know, smack a hit's not too hard to get 3 strikeouts, he's a good pitcher, smack more than 2 hits, that's probably the hardest one to be honest. Winning with the shutout's not that bad, but that one only appears on star difficulty or higher, but yeah, we got Boo up to star rank. Also, I went ahead off-screen and bought the Lucky Glove and the Dash Spikes. I used the Lucky Glove in a game off-screen, and then the Dash Spikes I still have right now. The other 4 items we will talk about later. I'm going to wait until getting like Bowser's stuff and what have you, so for now, I'm not going to worry about it. Instead, we will continue on and fight Yoshi's team. Welcome, Princess Peach. Play a game, maybe? Ugh. I'm like trying to get the rest of this coconut off. It's like I've got coconut stuck in my teeth right now because I just had some coconut pecan cookies and they're very, very good. They're nice and they're chewy because I'm not a big fan of like hard crunchy cookies. I like them, you know, soft and chewy. But yeah, they were actually very nice. So I kind of want to switch in for Wario and Waluigi, but I said I didn't want to use that many captains. So who's King Boo? And we'll put him... Ooh, I don't know. Well, I've been catching, I guess. I'm trying to think about where to put him where he won't have bad chemistry, because I know he and Mario and he and Luigi aren't exactly friends, but yeah, that'll do, I guess. That's really the only other two people I'd want to use are Wario and Waluigi, but I'm going to refrain from using too many captains here. Will it actually let me switch out Daisy? Because if it will... Yeah, let's put in Wario. Alright. Yeah, I put in a captain, but I took one out, so take an egg, leave an egg. Fitting for Yoshi's stage. Let's go ahead and get started, shall we? So the last episode, I couldn't really think about much to talk about in the way of what's going on in my life currently. I mean, since I'm out of classes, not because of spring break, because of that whole scheduling screw-up, which in a few days I've got to go and get re-registered for the summer classes because I couldn't register for them because they didn't show up, so I had to re-register for them, and they said they would call me back, and then they never did, so I've got to re-register. So yeah, good job, LCU, good job. In case you're wondering, no, I do not recommend them as a college. Like, teachers are great, students are great, all that stuff's great, but my gosh, is it a pain to get into anything. And I don't mean like, oh, you have to have really good grades to get in here. I mean more like, ooh, hey! Hooray for bad chemistry. It's just, oh my gosh. You're constantly hopping from one building to another, just waiting for it to be over. Like, please tell me everything's in order. Come on, Toad. Yeah, nice. Those dash spikes paying off. The dash spikes is probably one of the few items that I would use a decent amount. Maybe the nice bat as well. Not so much the power bat, but mostly the nice bat. If you're going for the stars, like hitting home runs, then I would say, yeah, sure, take the power bat with you, but otherwise, not a giant fan of it. That's definitely an out. That piranha plant tried to snatch it, though. Alright, Luigi, see what you can do. Just casually standing there, grinning at Yoshi. I used to have trouble hitting that special for him, the egg ball, and now it seems like I can do it pretty much every time. It's more about the timing, not watching the ball. Generally, if somebody throws a special, like, you can curve, like, the fireballs, you know, the fireball pitch and stuff like that. It doesn't curve very well, but you can. But really, it's like, if you haven't really moved, you stood in the center, it's pretty much just timing-based, not trying to position yourself well. Because unless the pitches are curved, they're designed, like, if you throw a star pitch and you haven't moved and you're not, like, tilting it to curve it, it should go straight down the plate. Now, granted, they might curve it, but if they don't, then that would be the trick. Okay, I've actually got to concentrate here for half a second. Nope, I missed anyway. Alright. But yeah, I was thinking about things that I could talk about. Since I'm not really in class, it's kind of weird. I can't talk about, you know, like, funny or stupid stuff that's been happening around campus, because I haven't been there. But then I realized, duh, you could be talking about Pokken Tournament. Hello. Like, today's the 20th, so it came out 2 days ago. And granted, this video's coming up a bit late, but yeah, I've been enjoying it thus far. I've been going through, like, the tournament leagues. I'm at A rank right now, which is the highest one. By the time this goes up, I've probably finished the A rank as well. Wadio! Nice! Good job, Wadio. Look at that fat man run. That's beautiful. Burn off those calories. In case you're wondering what Superstar status does, by the way, it basically boosts all of your stats. Not by, like, a crazy amount or anything, but it does. Okay, good. That Piranha Plant didn't accidentally block it. The yellow one, in case I didn't mention, the yellow one will drop a Team Star. The red ones will eat it and then spit it back out, and they can change directions. Sometimes it can actually spit it over the fence to count as a home run, or it can spit it outside of the foul line, which will count as a foul ball. So that's really all there is to say there. So whenever one kind of lands in the air, we can see one showing up, you know, we kind of hope it won't get in the way. Even though it probably will. And that would be me choking on a piece of coconut. But yeah, I've been enjoying that. I haven't really lost a match yet. The only times I lost were to, I'm not gonna spoil it, but each time you clear a rank, you've got to beat like an arena boss, and then there's an additional fight after that. I lost the additional fight whenever I finished C rank and B rank. I lost those, but they don't actually count towards your win-loss record. So, Mario. Yeah, they're gonna score, because Mario's just running like an Nimrod here. You could have thrown that faster, Toad. I've seen you throw that faster. That was pathetic. What is Wario? Wario looked like his neck was broken. Holy cow. That was kind of creepy. Like a scarecrow, like somebody impaled him and just hung him up in the fields. Ugh. Yeah, they don't care now that the mission's over, so. You can see that dance. Oh, I hit A by accident! Oh, whatever. But yeah, I've been enjoying it. I've actually only played as one character this far, because I haven't switched out. Since it's like level-based, since you level up based on your wins and whatnot, I figured I would probably just play one character and then get them all like all the way to 100, at least league-wise. If I wanted to play anybody else, you know, whenever I wasn't doing league, then I'd do it then, but I haven't really messed with it yet. It's all been quote-unquote the league/story mode. So I've gotten one of the two characters unlocked thus far that I need to unlock. So I'm not sure. Whoa. Yeah, see, look, that looked like it was supposed to be an out, but it wasn't. But yeah, I've got one of the two characters that you can unlock. I guess the rest of them are probably going to be like DLC or what have you, because, you know, the game came out on, like, in arcades in Japan, like, almost a year ago. So, I don't know, and maybe at some point they're going to do DLC and, like, add all the arcade characters, stuff like that. They might just add new ones. I don't really know. You know, based on how the slots look, like, you know how whenever you have to choose your character, there's some empty spots. There's room for, like, at least 4 other characters, but, you know, that could always just, they could just make it a bigger rectangle like they did with Smash Bros, where, you know, instead of being, like, a 4x10 grid, it becomes, like, a, you know, 4x12 or whatever. So, yeah, there's a couple ways they could do it, so. I mean, there's some really cool characters that they could put in. I'd love to see, like, Zangoose or something like that. And most of the characters they put in, like, I'm stoked to see that they put in, like, Weavile. I was like, thank goodness no one just completely up and forgot about Weavile. I haven't found a character that I'm really bad at fighting against yet. Chandeler's kind of obnoxious, at least for who I'm using. Kind of obnoxious if you leave him at a distance, but if you get in close, then yeah, you've pretty much got it won, at least against the CPUs. Show me moves. Booyah! That's still an out. As beautiful as that hit was, I thought the Piranha Plant was going to interrupt that. So again, he's going for the sliding catch. Oh, and he got bit in the face. I just find it funny, like it's just like traveling across and they're just trying to eat it. It's just hilarious for some reason. I shouldn't have swung at that, that was dumb. If that had been a slower character, they might not have actually. I'm not gonna do anything fancy here. And I, of course, paid the price for that because he threw a change-up and I tried to move back and it wasn't fast enough. It's really going to be a 3-2 game. All the points are going to be scored in this first inning and then there's just going to be nothing else for the rest of it. The one good thing about having Boo as a pitcher, by the way, in addition that I didn't mention, is I'm not using up star swings. Because, you know, for like Daisy or whatever, sometimes if I thought I was in a bad spot, I don't even think he took a swing in any of those. You might be like tempted to use a star swing or whatever, but whenever you've got a character that's not like a primary or secondary character, they do have a star pitch, but it's not really as good, quote unquote. Some of them are, but I don't use Boos that often. But since that's the case, I can save them all for star swings for whenever I'm batting rather than the AI. So a pretty good strategy if you're trying to be conservative with your stars. Because every time you get a captain or a co-captain, generally unless their star swing or pitch is terrible, that temptation's gonna be there. I wish they'd stop cutting that off, because that dance is adorable. But good job, Boo. You definitely earned that MVP status. Oh no, I lost the game. Good luck in the future, princess. Well, Peach might say thank you and you too, but I'm not going to say any such thing. I'm a man of my word, so I will not wish you any luck, Yoshi.
Oh, yeah!
Alright, next round. Don't think we... Well, no, we got a couple flags. We didn't recruit anybody. So we did. 2 for Yoshi, 1 for Baby Luigi, 1 for Baby Mario. Alright. Really, if I can get the captains, it would go by faster, because then the rest of them, each time you fight Bowser Jr., assuming that you can recruit somebody, you're guaranteed for the flags to show up. Here, there's no guarantee. It's not like a scout mission's going to show up every single time. They just kind of show up whenever they feel like it. Yeah, just a little bit late on that. That's more like it. Yeah, we're good. Nice. Yeah, I can see how with the power bat, King Boo could probably get home runs pretty easily. And there we go. That's a point. That's kind of why I like having Mario go like 2nd or 3rd on the batting list. It's just so, like, you've got enough time for somebody to, like, you know, get on 1st, 2nd, or whatever. And if you do that fireball swing, you've got a pretty good shot that you're going to get at least a base. If you steal, you're probably getting 2, maybe more. Depending on how far in the outfield it goes, how long it takes for them to get it back, etc. Alright, do it. Denied! And that's another point for the Peach Roses. That one really didn't do anything. Most of the time it kind of bounces around. That one just kind of bounced on the ground once, and that was about it. If I can kick the footballs in Double Date and Rhythm Heaven Fever, I can easily hit the egg ball. Bring it. I didn't do as good of a job that time, but I still hit it, so... That was bad. Run backwards. Oh, I thought that was an out for sure. Dude, you could have just run to the base. You didn't have to wait for somebody else to walk over there. What, you just think the pitcher felt like having a nice little jog? You know, jogging over to first base, take his time? Yeah, I was trying to make that more of just a I guess not as high up as it went, but it still worked, so that's what's important. Yeah, he's probably gonna try to throw a ball most of these swings, because nobody wants Wario to hit the ball. If Wario hits the ball, it's probably getting drilled over the fence, if he hits it correctly. Kinda like how that almost did. I was hoping he wouldn't catch that and he'd screw up. I have actually hit the ball off of Mario's head and over the fence, and it did count as a home run, or off of Baby Mario's head, and it was hilarious. Not because violence toward babies is nice, mind you, but it was just funny that that happened. Alright, Luigi. Good job, Luigi. Oh no, not Baby Luigi. I don't remember where I started calling him Luigi from. I think it was one of my friends called him Luigi. That sounds like something Caden would say, so it probably was. Oh my gosh, I wish we had recorded that. We weren't able to because we weren't even in my town. We were on vacation, but he and I were doing a 2-player game of Super Mario World. Just kind of like messing around. Had a, you know, I don't remember if we were playing it on Virtual Console or if we were. I think we were playing it on the Super Nintendo proper. But we're doing a 2-player game of it. He was going the fast route. Good job, Wario. He was going the fast route, taking Star Road, and I was going the long way. And he got to the stage where you've got to kill the Lakitu and get on the cloud, and like go up. Which, you know, if you haven't played that game, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but hopefully most of you have. You've got to, like, it's got all the throwable blocks, like the ones you can pick up, like the blue blocks. And he kept dying to the Lakitu. He must have died like 12 times. It was the most hilarious thing I've seen. And in Mario World, whenever you die, of course, it shifts over to the other player whenever you die or clear a level. And so he was trying to go through Star Road, and he kept dying like every 5 seconds into the level. And so what you see is just like me playing a level and clearing it after about 2.5 minutes, and then about 5 seconds of him playing, and then he'll die, and then it'll go back to me, and I'll play through another level. You know, I was in like World 2, I was in Vanilla Dome whenever he got to Star Road, and I'm pretty sure he was stuck there until I got to like Roy's Castle, which is like Castle 5 or 6 maybe. Like, you know, I almost beat it before he did. I'm pretty sure I was like at the sunken ship or just after that. Like, it was hilarious. I've never seen anything like that before or since. Come on. Yes! Which is funny because he's very good. Like, I'm not saying that he's bad at games, but he's very good at games. If there was anybody I could choose to have a partner for like an old school game, it would be him, because he is like absolutely astounding at most old school games. Like, he is the ideal second player for a game of Zombies Ate My Neighbors, flat out. I've never seen anybody play quite as well as him. That's an out. Maybe not. Oh, thank goodness for that error. Bring it, Shy Guy. Base hit. Good job, Boo. I should go play some Zombies Ate My Neighbors at some point. I had the craving for it a few days ago. It's more fun to do a 2-player game, at least for me it is, though. No, that's an out. Unless he screws up, that's an out. Nope, he didn't screw up. It seems like the less time they have to get under it, the more likely they are to error. Because that might be why dives don't work as often as they should, but that seems to be the case. Like, when they have plenty of time to get under it, it doesn't seem to happen that often. Or if it does, then it just goes straight up and they catch it anyway. Maybe I'll do like an old school game for an LP after this and Mario Sunshine. Definitely not Mega Man, though. Nope, I'm not doing that again. That was... oh my gosh. It wasn't even hard, it's just the game was not working like it was supposed to. I don't know why I tried to throw out the first base. Probably a force of habit, that's a good instinct to have. But I don't even remember if that showed up on this channel. That might have been on our collab channel. That might have been on Muffin Lovin' Productions. I'm not sure. Which we need to actually do something for that. I need to make sure that Cabral is still alive. That is probably going to get intercepted by that plant. Yes, it is. Nice. The plant can actually damage a player if it hits them, by the way. He wasn't standing right on top of it, but it can damage them. Ah. I forgot what his was, actually. Didn't really matter at this point, because we're already in the 3rd inning, so we can't get a mercy rule. Oh well. But yeah, I don't remember if that went up or not. I'm willing to bet most people here probably didn't see it, but yeah, I was recording, I guess it was Mega Man, I want to say it was the first one. I'm not sure, it was either the first one or the second one. It was like a fiery stage. It's one of those stages where it's got like a huge, and I know there's several of these, it was Mega Man 1 or 2 for certain though. But, had to pay attention there for half a second. Whoa, that was actually still a fair ball. But it gave you jumps where you had to jump and kind of like memorize where the blocks would appear, and then after a second they would disappear, so you had like a limited time to stay on them. But there was literally points where the block wouldn't spawn, and I can't go forward because the block didn't spawn. I can't go back because all the blocks that were there are gone now, and so the only option is to fall into the lava, which would kill you. And it happened like probably 20 times. I don't even want to know how many times I died in that game. It was ridiculous. It's just, I don't know what it was. And it wasn't just like on my capture card. It was happening on the actual game proper too. Because you guys know that I have a splitter, so you know I can see it on the capture card right now. But I'm looking at the TV, which is right next to it. It won't have any lag, because, you know, Mega Man games have a little bit of lag, but it was, like, on the actual game, too, so if you have to make jumps to blocks that are supposed to appear, and they don't appear, kind of messes up the gameplay a little bit. Yeah, that's a novel concept, isn't it? I guess that's just the universe's way of saying Mega Man games are not for me. Which, to be honest, like, I would prefer to watch them rather than play them. I don't know. The closest I got was playing a hacked version of one of the games. But it was only, like, half done, so there was only, like, 3 or 4 of the robots done. And I liked fighting the robots. Like, the robots' patterns, those were kind of fun, but, like, the stages, I don't know. A lot of the time, it literally seemed like it was like, okay, just get hit and tank it through while you've got the invincibility frames. And I don't want to play a game where that's the majority of what I have to do. Instead of, like, trying to solve the puzzle, it's like, you know what, I'm just going to tank this, you know. I'm not a fan of that playing a game where I have to do that. Oh no, I lost the game. And just like everybody else in the video did too. Congratulations. Alright, I don't think we got anybody, did we? We did not. Alright, that's alright. So either way, that is beating Yoshi's team twice. Apparently, I'm going to have to recruit the entire team off screen. But that will do it for this episode of Let's Play Mario Superstar Baseball. Thank you guys for watching. This has been Pitmarthroy. And I will see you next time when we take on the final team before Bowser, which is the Monkey. See you guys then.